are to demonstrate the benefits of training collar cue behavior, and to provide steps for how to clicker train that behavior, and to promote collar cues as maybe in addition to your toolbox, to maybe see that this could be something viable for some of the skills you teach. First of all, positive training has done this incredible thing to the world of training, and in my world, mostly dog training and some horse training. But what was really true was I did 20 plus years of traditional training, and we used the leash for everything. The leash was used as a training tool, commonly a punishment-based tool. And nowadays, positive training often is a hands-off training, which is really cool. But on the other hand, we have to use leashes in day-to-day work, even if it's just for management or to have your dog on leash because it's expected in society or by law. So, if I have to use this tool anyway, as a management tool, is there a way that I can look at the tool as a positive versus kind of the bad rap that the leash got in the transference from old-fashioned traditional use of a leash? So modern leash use is basically management now, commonly. You don't think of yourself as saying, I'm going to use the leash to train behavior. It has kind of this negative history now because it's associated with the jerk and pulling and correction type behavior. So it's possible that if you never encountered using the leash, that this will feel really different to you, and I hope I can make you see that it can be very useful. So we have a leash and a collar on a dog, so we have this contact and this connection, and we can train a behavior to that connection that makes this a really positive training tool because of the power of clicker training. So what am I talking about? What would you use this for? Well, it depends on what you want to do. You can take it to a very minor level, and you can take it to a very high advanced level, and I'm going to give you examples of every end of that. So for minor use, it will assist in just teaching control and management on leash. In other words, loose leash walking and cueing the dog to take direction when walking a dog can be made much easier when you have this additional tool. But then you could go to an extreme, and you can use it as very precise information for all sorts of behaviors and advanced behaviors. So it really has use as to whether you want to go to what extent to use it. So here's some video of behaviors that were taught via collar cues. So this is pivoting from one heel side to the other. That looks really like clicker training. It is, but it was trained via collar cues. So this is front position side pass, maintaining front while the handler moves to the side. Collar cue training was used as a tool in training this behavior. Front position side pass while backing. So now I'm walking towards the dog, and watch if I shift my hips as she stays in the front position. So this was also assisted. Obviously there's other pieces of tools that were used in these behaviors, but collar cues were a part of them. So the first thing we need to talk about is you have a natural reaction that happens with animals when the untrained animal feels pressure. They go into an automatic opposition reflex. So how many of you can picture a young puppy and you put a collar, a really pretty cute one, right? Really pretty little collar and a pretty little leash, and you're really excited, and you just put it on and the puppy feels the pressure, and you might be asking really nicely, and they go, whoa, and they kind of freak out and jump all over the place. Or a young horse, a foal, and you put a head halter on them and a lead rope, and you ask them to come and they freak out. It's a natural reaction, opposition reflex. No different if I walked up to you and grabbed you on the shoulder and pulled you toward me. You would not probably come towards me. You would have an opposition reflex to that. So we have to understand that resisting pressure is natural. So you don't have to say, what did I do wrong? I got that. Our point in this is we want to avoid that. So we want to see what can we do to prevent opposition reflex. And if it does have to happen, meaning the animal learns from experiencing something,